Okay. What's your question? What was the question?
That if why is it not someone else's problem if they are hurting someone?
So somebody has hurt you. So somebody hurt you. How to deal with the hurt is the question.
Yeah.
Okay. So what hurts actually? What really hurts?
A lot of things.
Let us understand. Huh?
Ego gets hurt.
Now let us understand what hurts. Okay. Let us not use terminologies. What hurts you? Just look at it. Okay. So let us say, do you sing music? Are you a good singer? Huh? Or are you a good dancer? So let us say you are a stupid singer, useless singer. Does it hurt you?
No.
Oh, it doesn't hurt you. Why?
Because I know that.
Because you are not bothered. You are not a singer. But you are a useless doctor, I say. Then it hurts you.
Okay.
Because you think that you are a doctor. So hurt is not in the words, but hurt is in our identity. Whatever identity we think, we strongly believe we are, that identity gets hurt. I don't get hurt. Do you understand the difference between your identity and you, yourself? Right? Understand? There's a difference between your identity and yourself. So if you think that you are not a good singer, you say, what singing you do? You are a useless singer. Then it doesn't hurt you. Because anyway, it is not your identity. Right? If you are a girl, oh, you look old, then you get hurt. Because it's related to your girl nature. You are wearing glasses. By wearing glasses, you look old. You look 50 years. Tomorrow you remove the glasses. Because your identity as a girl is getting hurt. So, first you have to understand that you never get hurt, but your identity gets hurt. One identity. Right? So, you have many dimensions to your personality. Any identity can get hurt depending on which identity is spoken of. Is that distinction clear? So, how many identities you have?
Many.
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 So, depending on that identity, if somebody pricks you, you get hurt.
Yeah.
Which of these identities is real you?
None.
None.
None of these identities.
So, which identity can hurt you then? If somebody says anything about you, okay, nothing hurts you because it is related to one of the identities. Do you understand the distinction between identity and you?
Yes.
You have so many identities. If somebody speaks about identity, that particular identity is hurt probably, but it doesn't hurt you because you possess the identity, but you are not the identity.
Yes.
If you are the identity, you cannot be so many identities. You have to be only one identity. Are you a girl? Are you a doctor? Are you a daughter? Are you a sister? Are you a student? Are you a Kashmiri? So these are so many identities, right? One person possessing so many identities, the one who possesses that identity is you,
Yes.
right? The one who possesses the identity is Shiva, but identity is not Shiva. Identity is Jiva.
Yes.
Understand? So what gets hurt you? What hurts you is a specific identity. When it's prick, it hurts you. If identity is not relevant to you, you will not get hurt. Okay, suppose I speak about, let's say, I scold about some country, Timbuktu. It doesn't hurt you. I shout about Timbuktu, it doesn't hurt you because you have no relationship with Timbuktu. But if I speak something about your country, it may hurt you because you have identity, that identity.
Yes.
Right? So, what identity we possess, it can hurt you. That's one principle. Right? What identity we don't possess doesn't hurt us. That's another principle. Right? Anybody can come and shout about you about Timbuktu. You don't care. But somebody shouts about you to India or your Kashmir, maybe you may get hurt. Correct? So, what hurts you is what identity you possess. Okay. Next level. Identity you possess is not you. True? Hmm? What identity you possess is not you, but identity is a role which you are playing for a specific purpose. Is that true? You play the role of a daughter to your mother. Then the role of a doctor goes backwards. The identity called doctor goes backwards. Identity called daughter comes to a friend. When you go to a patient, the daughter role goes backwards. The doctor role comes to the front. Clear? So what about the daughter role now? What happened to daughter identity?
It's still there, but it's at the back.
It is kept aside. Right? You are changing the identity like changing a dress to the occasion. So if you are changing identity so many times, depending on the occasion, how are your identity? How are you your identity? Then how can anybody hurt you?
Because that identity gets hurt and I possess that identity for that role, so it gets hurt.
No. That you get hurt because you confuse yourself with that identity. You don't understand that I have an identity, I'm not the identity. You understand? The distinction you have to have. I have an identity, but I am not the identity. Okay? If you have this understanding, nothing will hurt you. Nothing can hurt you. So you are getting hurt because you don't understand this distinction. You confuse yourself with the identity. Right? For all our suffering, the cause of suffering is we confuse ourselves with the identity. Why should we confuse the identity? That's a specific role. Finished. Okay, the problem is of confusion with the identity. So, solution is you have to remember your identity. Never get confused. What is your true identity? I am Shiva, Shivoham, Soham, Shivoham. That identity you have to remember again and again. Then in any situation, you will never confuse yourself with identity. Any situation, you will never get hurt. So whose responsibility is to not to get confused?
But Guruji, for example, sorry,
Hmm?
she's a daughter, right? And somebody comes and says some ill about her mother.
Okay.
Then are you supposed to listen? Because I'm not.
No. You can act, you can react, but you cannot get hurt.
The reaction comes from hurt only.
No. Then you can act. There's no reaction then. You can act. The action will come, not reaction will come. Reaction becomes hurt.
Act will be to shut that person.
You may do anything. You may you may hit him, you may chase him, or you may say, oh, you are a stupid fellow, and keep quiet. But you will not get hurt. Appropriate response will be there. Okay, you are wearing this dress, right? If this dress get hurt, cut, are you hurt? It's your dress. Change the dress. Right? Or something is sticking to this dress, you remove that. So like that, you deal with the situation appropriately. Is recording or not recording? So your dealing with the situation becomes more appropriate. The problem is you have forgotten your identity. You have become so many things. That is the cause of your hurt. How many things you become in a day? So listen to a story. You know that there are people on Mars?
Could be. I told you. I
Uh,
told you I believe in this. So
okay, there are people on Mars, okay? They have special ability. The ability is they can take any form, okay? They can take any form. They look at you and they become like you. Dr. Sunanda. They look at you, they become Karishma Kapoor. Okay?
Attract me.
So they take any form which they see. So they come to the earth. They take human form and go about human beings. Then government gets the news that Martians are on the earth and they are taking human form and going. So then they isolate based on the mobile signals. They find out where these Martian people are and they surround them with all the terrorist squad.
It's a
Are you
movie.
building
Just
up the
listen.
story or is it true?
the story. He said
It's a
it.
movie.
Telling a story.
I have to illustrate what she about her to know.
Okay, I'm thinking nobody knows, but you know that Mars and government knows as well.
It's true, auntie. It's good newspaper over there.
So they surrounded this Mars guys, and Mars guys are looking like people on the Earth only. Okay, so now these guys get terrified, Martians. So all the guys with the gun wielding anti-terrorist squad is surrounded him. They suddenly get terrified. They look at the first guy, they take that face. Next guy, next. Everybody whom they look, they take their shape. And they look around, within a few seconds, they have become so many types of shapes. And because rapidly you're taking shape, the face gets broken. They get fractured. And there, they die. 1 minute you become this, another minute you become this, another minute you become this. Alright? Now, whose story is this? 1 minute you become mother, next minute you are doctor, okay, next minute you are wife, okay, without unconsciously switching, and this puts a strain on us. We are not conscious switching, and every time we don't think that we are playing a role, we become that role, and it puts a stress on the system naturally.
But how can you consciously okay, I'm talking to my friend and all, and now my son comes from there. It's spontaneous that.
You spontaneously change your role, but you don't spontaneously, you don't become that. The moment you become that, stress will be there on you. Why you don't have a distinction between I am and my role? I am and my identity. That distinction, why don't you have? You're so careful about your dress. Huh? Yesterday you changed the dress, today you changed the dress. So your identity you're changing unconsciously. Why? And that unconscious changing of the identity hurts you. So what is the solution?
The solution is to realize the fact that it's just an identity. It's not me.
So whose responsibility is that?
It is mine. But no matter what role I play, no matter what my identity is, the kind of person I am stays the same, right?
Okay,
I
let me
may-
let me take the kind of person I am. You're speaking of. You know the word called person comes from the Greek word. The root of person called is the Greek word. The root of person is called. It comes from Greek language. It's called persona. What is persona? You know? In Greek theaters, drama theaters, they used to play with different roles. So now one becomes a boy. He will put a boy's mark and say, "I am persona of boy." Another girl's mark, he will say, "I am persona of girl." The name persona came from the Greek word called mask. Okay, so mask which is used to play in a drama. Now that you become a person because of that. Huh?
I mean, there is me. I as an some entity, like I as an entity. My basic, my basic nature, whatever it is, it's the same. I may put on different, roles, masks. I may be, but My basic nature is the same, right?
What is your basic nature?
It's very difficult.
Why is it difficult?
The basic nature is Shiva, but I have not reached
The impressions
that
which we
stage.
carry from before,
Huh.
किस मिट्टी के बने हो,
Huh.
so
So you whatever is there, you are Shiva. What is your problem?
you have to constantly remind yourself. That's the
You have to
only
remind that. You have to meditate on that. You have to realize that. That is the problem. Not the persona is the problem. Not the personality is the problem. Not somebody hurting is the problem. The problem is your forgetfulness of your own true nature.
And the problem is that we think that, for us, hurting, that person got away with murder
Huh.
after hurting me. It's more about that उसको punishment नहीं मिला या वो खुश है doing this to me, and that hurts us more.
That person is a Shiva coming to teach you that you are getting hurt because of your stupidity or forgetfulness. He is a guru to you. He is a teacher. He is coming to remind your nature.
This is like a vicious cycle. Like if I uh, leaving apart the identity thing, if I hurt someone, it means basically I'm doing them a favor because I'm reminding them.
No, you will be hurt if you are Shiva. Why will you hurt somebody?
Because I'm reminding them of
Yeah.
that they are more than their identity and they should not get
Possible. You may remind them. I hurt you, right? You ask the moment you ask. I am a guru. I asked you. I hurt you, right? Immediately I questioned you. The purpose is to awaken you.
Yeah.
Huh? So if you are Shiva, you will do with awareness. You will not do unconsciously. If you are doing unconsciously, you are not Shiva.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. So that's what I'm saying. Then how if I'm hurting someone,
Are you hurting consciously or unconsciously? I am asking you.
some people do consciously, some people hurt
No, no.
consciously.
I
some
I
people
am.
don't.
You have said I am hurting somebody.
Mm.
I am asking you consciously you are hurting somebody or unconsciously you are hurting somebody.
Say if I'm consciously hurting somebody.
So then that person will evolve. To consciously you have to be able to hurt somebody. That means you have to be Shiva. When Shiva hurts somebody, that person will evolve. Is the person leading to evolution?
What about me? Will I not
Dissolve.
go
Yeah.
step down
If you are doing unconsciously, you will step down.
if I'm doing it unconsciously?
You will step down.
Yeah, I mean,
No, what is the
As if
difference
it's-
between conscious and unconscious? What are you thinking? Conscious. I mean, not
Am I-
sleeping and doing it.
No. By consciousness, do you mean that
Intent.
if I intend to hurt that person to awaken him, then I am Shiva? But how?
Not intent to. With Shiva consciousness, if you hurt somebody, he will wake up.
Example.
What I am doing now?
No.
What I am doing is a pleasant, is it? I am actually provoking you people.
But what she means is
No, but
more
like
from
what
worldly
you
point.
did when I asked you about, when I said that why am I not doing good? But what you did then was
Teaching.
probably, helping me evolve.
Ah,
But, and you did that consciously.
Yes.
Right? But
Here it's different. It's a worldly level she's talking about.
yeah, I'm just talking about
Friend.
the worldly level. For
Even
someone-
worldly
Yeah.
level,
For
if I
some-
hurt somebody, they will evolve. That's my purpose. Because I am conscious of my identity. So there are two ways of living in the world: unconscious or conscious. When you are unconscious, you identify yourself with identity, and then you react.
And that is unconscious.
That's unconscious. Okay. So when you react to somebody, are you reacting as Shiva or are you reacting as girl? That makes a difference.
I should react as Shiva.
Shiva doesn't react. Shiva acts.
Sorry.
A girl reacts.
What is the action to forgive?
No. It will be appropriate. It varies from circumstance to circumstance, situation to situation. It's dynamic in nature. Whatever action Shiva does, it will be helping evolution.
So should I be grateful to someone if they've hurt me?
Of course you have to be.
So what is Shiva's nature? Is it individually based? Like for example, you said that Shiva wouldn't say
Is it in vibration?
the Shiva, I am, which is Shiva, and then there is my identities, right? So
Oh yeah.
I am Karthik, I'm a male. Male is my identity. But what is Shiva then? What's my nature in its truest form?
I told you already that in the, what is Shiva, what is nature of Shiva? Okay. Do you have some intelligence?
I would think so.
You have some intelligence.
Yeah,
She has some intelligence.
yeah.
Is it same intelligence as you or slightly more or different?
I can't tell.
But some intelligence is there.
Yeah,
Does the elephant has some intelligence?
I can't tell.
The elephant has no intelligence?
Sure, probably
Yes.
does.
What is sure problem is? What is probably
I
about
don't
it?
know. I've never spoken to elephants. I don't know
What? Elephant doesn't eat, elephant doesn't search for food. Is that not sign of intelligence? Intelligent life?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Does mosquito have intelligence?
Yes, sir.
Bites a lot.
Does the nature have intelligence?
I'm tripped. I don't know.
You don't have seasons here? Summer, winter, and precisely at some time rain comes, some plants grow. Is there no intelligence in that? It grows unintelligently, is it?
I'm not convinced with that. That nature, if nature has I define everything with a form. Now, nature in my sense is that I don't see it as a form. Like
What
if
is
you-
nature? Nature is trees, plants, seasons. So is there no intelligence in that? Why should you have summer vacation? Why summer comes in that specific time?
It's not the evolution. It's just seasons changing.
Yeah, but season changing does anything change automatically?
In that case, like carpet feeding is intelligence as well.
Possible. Where there is intelligence, do you know the distinction between intelligence and unintelligence?
Probably not then.
Yeah, unintelligence is it has no ability to change. It is just dead matter.
Okay.
Right? Intelligence has
In that case, yes.
Huh.
Nature, yeah, just change.
okay. Sunrise will happen at a precise thing 6 o'clock 6:09. Electrons move in precise paths. Gravity has a specific accurate calculation. For you need a calculator to do that. But nature has no calculator, but it calculates to fourth or sixth decimal place properly. A mathematical intelligence is there. So precisely planets, galaxies move in some precise orbits. For that, to scientists to put a satellite in that, so much of calculation is required. All these are signs of intelligence. Right? So that intelligence operates through different beings in different to the level of the ability of that individual. Amoeba, some intelligence. Bacteria, some intelligence. Elephant, some intelligence. Karthik, some intelligence. Like that, it operates. Their intelligence manifests.
So intelligence is a Shiva. What you
Intelligence is universal in nature. It reflects through individuals in some passion. That universal intelligence is what Shiva is, which much more than an individual intelligence. It's infinite in nature because every being, every aspect of the creation, that intelligence is permeating. So that intelligence which operates through one individual is called Jiva. Okay. So when you identify with your body-mind complex, you are becoming Jiva. When you understand that, oh, this is I'm not the body-mind complex, I am the intelligence, then you are identifying with Shiva. The essence of you is intelligence, not your six-pack abs. I don't know how many packs you have.
six pack, different six pack.
And he'll still work for his six packs. He'll still work for.
I didn't say that. I said, what is your real identity? What is Shiva? I have answered the question. Shiva is universal intelligence. Okay, that intelligence you can see everywhere. It doesn't require a very big brain to understand. The plants, the animals, the insects, the tree, the sky, the sun, the moon, the earth, the water. Everywhere that's the intelligence behind that. A precise gravitational force, precise electronic movements, all these are intelligence, sign of intelligence. That intelligence is God. That intelligence is Shiva. A part of the intelligence operates through you. That's why you are a part of God. Any
How did
questions?
the intelligence come into being?
Intelligence didn't come into being. Intelligence was always there. Intelligence created other beings.
But somewhere,
So Shiva is intelligence. No?
Shiva has no. Shiva
Shiva
is.
That's what I'm saying.
There
Shiva
is
is
not has.
intelligence.
Shiva is.
yeah.
Infinite intelligence. Shiva is infinite peace. That intelligence is peaceful. Otherwise, it's I mean, to create this whole universe, it is not a disturbed mind cannot create that peace. Shiva is love. So much of creativity is there out of love. So these are the nature of Shiva. Any questions now?
Can you bring Shiva down in physical form?
I am telling you how to tap Shiva. Make your mind silent. Make your nervous system. Your nervous system is boiling with children, family, doctor, medicine.
No, it's not. It's quite
Cool
calm.
down.
No, it's quite calm.
Quite calm, right? So make the nervous system calm. The more and more intelligence will descend. That's what Jiva and Shiva becoming one. So did you understand how to handle the hurt? What the question which you have asked is very important question, okay? The reason is very simple. Many of the people go through different kinds of hurts and they suffer lifelong because of that hurt. Okay, it is not one day. I mean, I feel very bad about it. For some hurt happens, your whole life is ruined. Okay, especially in case of girls. Okay, some of them go through abuses, some of them go through trouble in life. Okay, girls have much more suppression in some of the societies, and they go through so much of trauma as they grow up. Now, somebody inflicted on them. It's not they had the ability. Now, because somebody inflicted, do you have to live that throughout your life? Why your life should be destroyed? So that I don't have the ability to go and find that criminal. That's the court system, justice system. I say you have the ability to heal yourself by identifying your true identity. I am giving a solution. I am not speaking of a universal thing. Government should be good, the policemen should be good, criminals should be eliminated. They are all hypothetical solutions. I am saying by understanding your true identity, you can heal yourself and you can handle your life much better way. It is a simple process I am saying.
So the idea of revenge is it's stupid.
No, I am not saying revenge is stupid. I am saying revenge is a reaction. Okay, you can take much more holistic action. What I am doing is today, I am teaching you people why. I mean, I am a jobless guy on Saturday, Sunday. I am spending some time in entertainment. This is my entertainment methodology.
This is the
You come to do
I can't say
this
it's the
to
purpose
evolve
of
us.
your life, but I can't say that, but to
What
help
I
us
am
evolve, to
doing,
help
what
us
I am
evolve.
doing is educating you.
Yeah.
That if you understand what I say, and if you remove your hurt from your body mind complex, you will understand that how many girls can get affected with this. So you will help another 10 girls, 50 girls, 100 girls. So that 100, 10, 50, 1% become 2, 2% become 10, 10 becomes 100. So that's how we don't take revenge, but we solve the problem. We improve the society by transmission of knowledge. I am doing this, I am not doing unconsciously. I am very, very clear why I am doing what I am doing. When I started, there were only one or two people. Okay, now there are hundreds and hundreds of people. My students are going in teaching because they understand the benefit of that. They could teach. These hundreds will become thousands, thousands will become 10,000. It will grow. You have the ability, you are Shiva, you have the ability to change the world. Why are you bothered about that poor fellow who took whom you have revenge? You can change the world. Why are you bothered about that? Focus on that fellow. Hmm? You have the ability to change, bring a change, but don't go and change the world. Change one or two people. That two people will become change, the bearers of the change. They will change another four people. Like that world will go. Have you heard of this concept of seven rishis? You have heard of the seven rishis? Seven rishis. You have heard? Rishis, saints.
Yeah,
Saptarshi.
yeah.
Hmm? Have you heard of that? You have heard of that? Which rishi is this thing? Your Gotra you are from?
Palvyas.
Huh?
We were saying that, didn't
Huh.
Palvyas.
What about Gotra? Which your Gotra? It's important for marriage, okay?
Dattatri, is that a good thing?
Dattatreya, okay. See, this concept of Rishi is very simple. The 7 Rishis were there in the Saraswati river bed. What they trained, each of them 7 Rishis trained 7 more people. Now, how many became it became? These 49 people trained 7. How many it became?
Calculator.
14, 7, 14, 21.
No, 49 into 7. How much it became?
I don't know. 28,
343.
343.
And they trained 7 Rishis. How many it became? So, within no time, they were able to bring a deeper transformation in the world in 3 or 4 generations. Alright. So, if Mughals could transform and destroy Kashmiri Valley in some 4 or 5 generations, you have the ability to bring the transformation and change the world in 4 or 5 generations, provided you are positively. If destructive force can work and do destruction in 5 generations, positive force also can work in 5 generations. It's very simple. To train 7 people is not a big thing. Already I have done my quota. I have trained hundreds of people.
We're still struggling to train ourselves.
Yeah, but then once you find the benefit, you'll say, oh, this is what really worth. Then you'll say, you will help others.
So, I understand the point that I've understood quite a bit, but I just want to know one thing then. So it's not my job, it's not my problem to make the other person realize what they have done. It's not my problem. I shouldn't bother myself with that, right?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, what is the appropriate action which will solve the problem? His hurting you was one incident. Are you able to bring a positive change in him? In one way of solving. Okay? You can break his leg. You can give him the police complaint. Give a police complaint. That gives a satisfaction, but does it solve the problem?
No, it doesn't.
Solve the problem. Now, so you have to see what is that which solves the problem. Can I change him? Can I transform him so that he doesn't hurt others?
Yeah.
Right? That is a one possibility. Right? One possibility of looking solution. Now that possibility may work or may not work depending on the situation. Because every problem is different. So now you say, okay, it's not worth it because I don't want to waste my time. So there are 10 girls who are hurt by this situation. How I can help them? That's another way. You have limited time. That limited time you have to use it properly. Right? How do you use that limited time to properly to help more people? Is the question. If you help that person, probably the problem of 5 girls is solved. But you have to have the ability to handle and solve the problem with that guy. If you can't do that, chhod do. Focus on 10 girls. You may be able to help more than 10 girls more than solving the problem with that guy. Ultimately, you have limited time. That limited time you have to use it effectively. How effectively use it? Any questions?
How do you get rid of hurt from your system?
Now you have to explain.
Same.
You tell her. You tell her now.
You have to